Well, I'm back here with Jason's barn. Now, Jason has two barns for the most part. He has got horses in Canada and Ohio. Now, the reason he has that is we haven't really found a place. Horses like Delcrest, we have her in the sale. Elysium Lindy just showed up. That horse might be moving somewhere else. Nancy Allison came back from Pennsylvania and needed a spot for her. In transit, maybe to go back to Pennsylvania. We left her with where we needed spots. Now, it came down to Jason's caretakers. I don't want to unemploy anybody right now, so we're left moving horses around sometimes. But I don't want to move the race horses around. It looks bad on the program if Jason's training it one way, Kevin, and then Harry, even though they're legit transfers. It just adds questions to what we don't really want to bother anybody, right? So when it comes to Jason's barn in Ohio, he does come back a little bit. So Jason's barn in Ohio might come back 3 days a week, much like I would if I had two spots. But the horses he has here in Canada either are on the mend, going out, or already set up and really just need care for. So we'll start with Jason's barn. Jeez, it's hot. Start with Jason's barn in Ohio. We have Ailsund. Ailsund is poised to take a lifetime mark. I'm going to talk about this. We talked about it from the outset. How many horses took lifetime marks and how many look like they should? Got a lot of horses. It's still got a lot of good to do this summer. Ailsund is one of those horses, a big mile in her first start here in Ohio, and then a little flat last week, but sick. Bendover was second today after making a break at the Piketon Fair. He was second, so we'll leave it at that. Compass Rose DC has been undefeated, we only have two undefeated horses left. Compass Rose DC and Capistrano. Both will be in action over the next 10 days, and we'll see if they can keep that going. Crazy Mission made a break today at the Piketon Fair on, I forget, Alex something. Jason knows him anyway. He drove a couple of horses. Crazy Mission is not an Alex something's type horse, I'm sure. We'll get him back. He's at Urbana next time. I'm going to try and go down. I didn't get to Urbana last year. I'd like to go down with the kids and Amy this year. We'll see if I can. Emerald Miss turned out for the year. She's now out in the field in Ohio where we turned all the Winterwood Farms where we turned all the other ones out. They do a great job at Winterwood, and they got our good girl out at the farm right now. Winterwood. So, Emerald Miss said at Winterwood. Globe Trotting drew the 10-hole this week. We talked about this at nauseum. She's drawn the poorest of, I guess the 9-hole is always worse than 10. Trailing position with a 2-year-old trotter sucks. But the 9-hole, especially for this filly, would have been worse. But she's drawn 8 out of 8, 9 out of 9, 10 out of 10. So we got a trailing position with her coming this Thursday. Overdue Mission, another second today, yesterday at Piketon Fair. So now she has a win in the grassroots, the Buckeye, and a second at a fair. She's poised to do great things when she, well, not great things, good things when she gets back to the Buckeye Series coming up soon. Rose Run Valiant threw up a second today, 2-3 over that track. Just to let you know, now Bendover made a break, but sometimes things happen. 2-7. 2-7 they went. It's a bad track. And Rose Run Valiant trotted 2-3, finished second today. Great mile for him. Sometimes things happen with second, as I said, trotted 2-7 today and was good. Spend That Money's in this Thursday. She drew 9. But she's very fast at the gate, so I suspect I can get her over into a close position, probably following the Chris Beaver horse on the rail if I can. Susie K, she made a little break on old Stonehands Jason, but not the end of the world. This is a tough fair. We'll cut him some slack. Susie K come back trotting, finished 4th. Really just a training trip for these horses today. Keep them tight, get them behind the gate, get some experience, and they did. Yours, if you want it, finished 2nd. I'm sending out a note today. One of the clients of Yours, if you want it, who owns 20% of them, he also has horses in Ohio with another trainer. I believe the gentleman's name is Ken Holiday. Has, I believe, 5,000 wins or something, he said, as a trainer. Does a great job. Was wondering if we could get a fresh set of eyes to look at Yours if you want it, just because he seems to be laboring. I agree. I have my reservations whether it's a trainer issue. I mean, I have the full force of the stable behind Jason. I think he does a great job, and I stay on top of the horses pretty good between myself and the vet. But having said that, we had a nice horse that turned out to be not so nice, just kind of mediocre. If a fresh set of eyes would help, I will vote. I think maybe it's a good idea, but we will see. So then we have West 52nd, and yes, they're both in to go next Saturday. going to be healthy and ready to do some damage. Yes, we'll be entering the Lasix program. Going to switch his shoes behind to aluminums for that sandy, powdery track in Scioto. See if that helps also. Looking for a big race at this week and a big race at a West 52nd. That's Jason's barn. Let's do Jason.ca here in a minute. Why don't we just do it right now? Jason's got 2 barns. He has a number of horses underneath his wing. Is large. Jason Wing here in Canada also. Anteros, he's going to start training back on Monday. Arvika, she's racing tomorrow night at Georgian Downs. Arctic Force just got the green light from the vet, going to school on Tuesday. Cheatin' Dixie, she's going to be heading to the sale. We'll keep training her. I'd love her to turn the corner at any point in the next 3 weeks, but as of right now, it looks like 2-year-old racing's going to be a bit much for Dixie. And is she the type we need to hold on to? Unfortunately, I think that answer is no. So Cheatin' Dixie will be going to the sale likely. Delcrest Star Angel, she's my first drive tonight in race 5 at Kawartha Downs. I suspect she'll be better tonight for me. Not taking anything away from Robert Shepard or James or anybody that knows her, but I get along with her really good usually. Now, watch what she's going to do now. I usually get along with her really good, so we'll see how she does tonight at Kawartha Downs. Elysium Lindy landed last week. He was a little bit sick. We're going to school him Tuesday. He might be making one of these horses, probably going to go over to Kevin's barn, as he'll be losing Bottle of Red this week to the field. Forged and Fire went to the field. Nancy Allison's going to requalify on Tuesday under Jason. I'll Play It Alone is going to race tomorrow under Jason. Spirit of Dio, again, came back from New Jersey. The spot here, she's only got 4 or 5 starts left as a 2-year-old anyway. And Totally Tacked Her. Hoping for good things from this horse. We're going to castrate him, put some weight on him, and see how he does for the fall. That's Jason and Jason.ca. I'll be back in a minute with Mario's Barn.